Yo, hey, what's up, guys? We're gonna get a hard mode dungeon for Ice Golem, Spider, Dragon, and Fire Knight. I think you already know that. And this video is just for the people who actually just went all the way from 1 to 25 in the main dungeons and they wanna do the new challenge. And yeah, I really recommend right now, stop doing anything. Like, not anything, just if you go, you get your daily energy, just spend it. That's no problem. Farm whatever you want. That's up for you. Maybe like Iron Twins is now okay, because you will replace a lot of your gear when you farm the new dungeons and you want to aim for the mythical stuff. And getting new stuff right now, like gear, could be okay if you get a new speed quad roll thing done. That's okay. I feel happy for you, but I don't see a reason right now to go ham on like Dragon, spend my energy refills or my gems for it. I just wouldn't do it. It's just a waste of time. And right now I'm gonna save up all my 5-star chickens, all my chickens and my food, and 5-star food of course. And yeah, because we don't know yet who's gonna be meta and who not. That there might be some champions you never thought to use. For real, never. I have some ideas in my head, we take a look later on. But some of them might be super useful and you got one copy and you wanna just max it really quick. Just go for stuff right now. Don't do like... Don't do better teams for your Spider 25 stuff right now. It's just a waste of time because they're gonna be replaced anyway. And yeah, also we're gonna take a look right now at those what's next raid videos and let's talk about changes.
Let's start with the noxious dragon. It's Tainted Hellraiser. Rather than more fire, this malevolent fiend has doubled down on horrific poisons. His Mephitic Fire skill will apply twice as many poison debuffs as its normal counterpart, Wall of Fire, and it beefs up Tainted Hellraiser with a 50% increase attack buff for good measure. Also, his secret skill, Toxic Incineration, will activate all poison debuffs on your champions at once. This caustic explosion can deal major damage, so be sure to bring someone who can cleanse these poisons from your team.
Okay, they will change the poison output, like you get 2 poisons instead of 1, and he will explode your poisons. So I don't see anything changing around my team. The only fact is I have to have a block debuffs guy or a cleanser. If you have no problems with the poison, you're basically good, I guess. I don't know what to talk about. It's just watch up Dragon videos and replace one champion with block debuffs or a cleanse or a Doom Priest, or you know. So Dragon did not change a lot, so let's take a look at the other one.
Now, let's take a look at Tainted Clysis and see what new tricks he's hiding up his frozen sleeves. Debilitating Frost will remove all debuffs from Tainted Clysis and decrease your team's turn meter by 30%. Also, he's now utterly immune to poisons. Makes sense, seeing as he's literally made from ice. So, how do you defeat something made of ice? You melt it. HP Burn is your friend here. It deals 10% more damage to Tainted Clysis and destroys the max HP of his minions, making it easier to put them back into the ground whenever they get dragged back into the fight. Needless to say, some teams that used to shine in this dungeon will be getting the cold shoulder from Tainted Clysis instead. Be prepared to change your teams accordingly.
Also here, I don't see myself changing anything on my teams. I already used the HP burner in my team and took it a little bit slow, but I was okay with it. And clearly we are supposed to use an HP burner right now and just avoid poisoners. And if the boss does not hit twice as hard as before, I don't see it too hard right now. It's all good. You need an HP burner, just don't use your Tomb Lords and stuff, and yeah, I guess you should be good.
Next up, the Ice Golem's hot-tempered counterpart, Tainted Fyro, the Fire Knight. If you thought his shield was nasty before, just wait until you see it now. It goes from needing 12 hits to break in stage 25 of normal mode to needing 21 hits in stage 10 of hard mode. And that's not even your biggest worry. Attacking Tainted Fyro's shield will destroy your champion's max HP by 1%. Need more HP destruction? His Corrupting Blaze skill also destroys your team's HP by 15% of the damage dealt. Meaning, whatever he does, your HP is taking a hit. You'll need to find a way to counter this, or else Tainted Fyro will be carving through your champions like a hot knife through butter. Oh, and he's immune to turn meter reduction too. Sorry all you Cold Heart and Allure fans. However, all hope is not lost. Turns out Tainted Fyro just needs to chill out. Okay, using freeze may not literally freeze him, but it will cause him to lose 15% of his turn meter per freeze debuff. Cool.
I really think Fire Knight will be the hardest one in this upcoming dungeons, because you need to have a lot of champions. First of all, I really do recommend, and you also saw it in the video, counter attack. Of course, Valkyrie is not obtainable for everybody, but Skull Crusher is a really good one for that. And they will do a really good job because they just counter attack and you have one free A1 on every champion, and you can get rid of those 21 hit counters. And I think it's necessary. It's the first thing I'm gonna build is a counter attack. Let's see what's gonna happen, but that's the first thing. The next part is just he destroys your max HP. Wait, let me... not that one. And of course, I don't see like one champion that can do that for like a good amount or something. If you know one, please let us know in the comments. We need to know it. And the only thing I can see right now is just a healer with Miracle Heal. When you cast a heal, you will also get rid of those max HP destroyed for a certain percentage. Of course, it goes up when you go 6-star and just low on a 1-star. But that's the only thing I can see right now, and I think maybe you need it because, yeah, the next solution is freeze to turn meter down him, and there are not many champions that have like an A1 with 3 hits and 2 hits and stuff like that, plus a freeze and stuff. But we got one. The good guy in the Discord told me, and I was appreciating it so much because I cannot look up everything in this game, and if you guys tell me something, makes my job a little bit easier. Where is the... No, it's not him. Was it? No, he's not even new. Dark Elf. There we go. Where is he? Not... right there. I think he might be good. Of course, every freeze champion will be so good, but you also have to have an A1 that does a couple hits and stuff. But he can place a freeze on a okay percentage, but that's where my point starts. I think that dungeon looks a little bit overtuned. You need counterattack, you need multiple A1 hits on your A1, you need destroyed max HP recovery, you need freeze. You might don't need freeze, but then you can go per rotation for like 5% HP. Is he still gonna heal? I think that's still a thing. Is he still gonna increase the damage? And it's really much, but counterattack would be necessary. Reflect damage, that could be good too. I think some champions do reflect the damage and then you automatically get like 5 hits or something on the turn counter down. If I'm wrong, just let me know, but I think that was a good thing. Of course, you need Miracle Heal or another champion, you can recover your max HP recovered. I think you need a freeze one with A1 multiple hits and stuff like that. It's gonna be hard, and even endgame players will be stuck on that for a long time. So let's go up to the next one.
Let's move on to our next star, Tainted Scavag, and her endless brood of spiderlings. The changes to her dungeon should send shivers down your spine. First, Tainted Scavag is immune to turn meter reduction and HP burn. We're not kidding. In fact, if you've got HP burn on her spiderlings, each AP burn activation will now partially heal her. So you'll definitely want to avoid that. Also, her spiderlings are immune to freeze, so that old trick won't save you either. However, where one door closes, another one opens. Each time a spiderling dies, Scavag loses a chunk of her HP. So, upping your area of effect game and blasting her entire clutch to Kingdom Come is now a viable strategy. Another saving grace is that hard mode spiderlings aren't any tougher than they are on stage 25 of normal mode. So if you can splat them there, you can splat them here.
At last we have Spider, and they changed the mechanics totally, and HP burn is not good anymore. So just don't use HP burn anymore because it will actually heal the Spider. And turn meter downs are not viable anymore, so you have to consider that every second turn he will eat the spiderlings and get healed. I assume that's the same as it was before, and he will get healed. So the thing is, you have to beat up the spiderlings in 2 turns of the big spider, so you actually get some damage. Of course, you can beat them multiple times, they're gonna respawn all the time, and if you can do that, that's okay. And the first thing, of course, you need a tank. And I think our boy is coming back. Maybe Paragon will be a viable thing for the beginning, because you make one champion your tank and the other ones are just there to knock down the spiderlings. But also you need like a Paragon, a weak tank in that stuff, and of course you need somebody who covers you, so you actually don't get knocked down when he AoE hits you, the big spider. And yeah, you need a tank, you need someone who covers you from the AoE hits, and also you need to make sure that you're gonna destroy the spiderlings every 2 turns of the big spider at least once, so he actually gets some damage. But I don't think it's gonna be too hard. The only thing you just have to avoid now is HP burn. Maybe it's just a longer fight, but actually it's okay. You can deal with it. You could use poisons now, because you're just aiming for the little ones, and when they die, you get big damage. So you can actually bring poisons now to maybe like Tomb Lord will be a solo guy, you know? It could be happening. We don't know yet. And yeah, Spider will not be too hard, I guess. It will change up because the HP burn, but we will figure out some strategies that's not too hard. The only thing I'm concerned with is Fire Knight. It looks like a little bit super hard. And also, we don't know yet about the waves. If we get like waves with 5 Hegemons in it, and they knock you down every time, I'm not gonna think that's gonna happen, but we don't know yet. If the waves are super hard, that's gonna be a factor too, because you have to make your team to beat up waves first and then Fire Knight or the dragon or whoever. So we cannot actually say what's gonna happen now. It's just gonna be a couple tips from me, and yeah, I think that was everything I have to tell. Yeah. You guys out there, have a nice day.